Hello, Matt West here, coming to you live from Michigan. Today I am here with Alex Hagerup of Vic AI. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're getting ready to kick off our 2020 Digital CPA conference, and November 11th, which is in a couple days, our CAS Track Learning Labs. So, Alex, got a few questions for you.
Perfect.
Would you share some information, and I'm really excited about this, but share some information about Vic AI.
Absolutely, and thanks so much for having us. Very excited about that. Vic AI is an AI automation platform for accounting firms. We're about 40 people today, 50% of that belonging to engineering, so quite engineering heavy, and we're working with accounting firms all over the US. From a kind of high-level strategy perspective, we're moving from what we call the cloud era into what we call the intelligent accounting era, and Vic AI is one of the leading AI firms that is driving that change. Our platform is augmenting and automating repetitive work associated with pre-accounting by developing and training AI models to perform that work in augmentation or automation for humans.
So very important, very cutting edge, and I see this all the time, this need in the client accounting advisory space. But before we get to that, tell me, as a DCPA sponsor, what are you looking forward in sharing with our members of DCPA?
Yeah, it's our first year as partners and sponsors, so we're both happy and humbled to be part of that. I mean, we wish it was in person. It would have been much nicer, but an all digital event is going to do it for this year. So I mean, what we're bringing this year is some awesome technology. I think the most notable thing is our newest technology called the Vic AI Autopilot. And to explain a little bit what that is, it's for clients on our platform where our AI is very confident. The autopilot feature takes over for the human element entirely. And our initial beta tests have been very successful over the past few months, and we look forward to rolling that out to the majority of our clients next year. So I think for the event, I mean, understanding the impact of this piece of technology is really important for CAS leaders, and it does definitely impact how they should be thinking about pricing and staffing in 2021 and 2022.
How exciting. I wish I was there in person with you as well, because I get, part of the enjoyment of my role is seeing all the latest and greatest technology. Very, very, very relevant. So Vic AI, talk to me about some of the roadmap of some of the emerging technologies beyond autopilot.
Yeah, absolutely. Like our whole business is automation and emerging technology for CAS departments, and we exclusively work with accounting firms, meaning that end clients cannot subscribe to the Vic AI service directly. It's always been a choice on our end to partner closely with accounting firms and make sure that they reap the benefits of the automation. And right now we're focused on what we call the cost swim lane, everything related to costs. We have several exciting product launches coming early next year, in addition to the autopilot feature that we are currently rolling out. And what we know from all the progress this year is that the technology really works, and it will only keep on getting better with more data and better algorithms. So it's an exciting time for sure.
What do they say, that technology, this is the slowest today that technology will ever accelerate, and it's just going to keep on getting faster and faster and faster. So really exciting stuff.
I believe that.
So, this is actually, I think this is my 5th Digital CPA. So welcome, for being your first year.
Thank you.
What I see at Digital CPA is each year it keeps on getting better and better and deeper, and there's just so many great things that are coming to the community. What has you specifically excited about being part of the Digital CPA community?
Yeah, great question. So for us, it's about learning and hearing from everyone what's going on in the industry. We have one perspective, and what's within our four walls is one thing. But being out there and learning what's going on, it helps us better understand how our technology can support CAS practices. So that's really important. So really connecting with that attendees, obviously existing customers and potential ones, learning what's going out there. And I think what's great about this year, which we couldn't have said this 5 years ago if we were attending then, is that AI is no longer just a hype. So it's actually working across our clients, and it's only getting better. So it's much more fun when you can see the actual impact of a computer's learning and then applying that correctly to work that is only reserved for humans till today. So having engaging conversations about something that disruptive is exciting. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, that's great. You know, what's funny is this weekend, all my technology, I had a computer break, I had an RC car break. So, you know, technology that works, that's what we want, is good, reliable technology. And I see it too. You know, AI is right there in the mix. So beyond some of the technology and what we're seeing, what excites you regarding the accounting profession as a whole?
I think there's a lot of forward motion and forward thinking, and that excites me. There's a lot of curiosity, and I think for us as a cutting edge technology company specialized in artificial intelligence, we know and expect there to be a small group of early adopters, but the fact that we have such a broad range of customers already, and an even broader range of people that are highly interested in what we're doing is kind of showing that there is either a broader interest or a larger pool of early adopters. So both of those things are very healthy. Whichever one of those are the factual one. And I kind of appreciate the close community that this profession has. Everyone knows everyone in a way, and another thing that excites me is the AI CPAs and CPA.com's tech focus on disruptive technologies. That excites us as well. So a lot of things about the profession that excites someone developing technology these days.
Yeah, it is. It's such a close-knit community as well. So, you know, we're talking about being in person, and it's almost like missing a family reunion because everyone knows each other, and it just we learn from each other, we grow from each other. So, 2021 is just right around the corner. I cannot believe it. This year flew by in some senses.
Yeah, it's about time.
So what are some of the what's a trend that's developed this year that will benefit the area of client accounting advisory services that you feel accounting professionals should seize?
Yeah, I think that's like a given one for me. I will obviously have to answer that is AI or artificial intelligence. Probably a little bit biased there, but that's our world. So that is the big thing. I think that's the case. There's still some firms out there posing humans as AI or being blurry about who's doing what, unfortunately. But that does not actually mean that the technology, like the Vic AI Autopilot, which is 100% algorithmic, it still exists, and it still works, and it's getting better and better. So I think that is the big thing that's going to move the needle in 2021, because it's really starting to work well. It's generating actual ROI dollars for customers, and it does one thing though. It does take a little bit of time to achieve these really high ROIs or the high automation from autopilot. So again, you have to kind of look at a timeline and think backwards. Like, where do I want to be in 12 months? Do I want to be 50 or 80% automated in 12 months? Then you need to start now. And if you start in 6 months, it's going to be 18 to 24 months until you're there. So I think it's a smart thing to think about it that way. And for those that start now or have already started, they're going to have huge impact from this in 2021.
I love this. Invest in technology so you can repurpose your time into providing true advisory work. Alex, thank you so much for your time and joining us today. And to all of you listening, check out Vic AI at the Learning Lab, November 11th between 1 and 5. So with that, thank you so much. Any other parting words before we adjourn for tonight?
No, super happy for this conversation and happy to be part of it. We're looking forward to the event.
Thank you so much. So make sure you check out the 2020 Digital CPA Resource Center for more information. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.
Have a great night. Bye-bye.